Welcome friends, this is your favorite channel, It Speaks. Here we will provide information regarding various events occurred on specific dates through our videos.
In this video, date 31st January speaks about scientific inventions occurred. First, we will talk about end of Oscar 1. In 1962, Oscar 1, the first orbiting satellite carrying amateur radio, burnt up in the Earth's atmosphere. Its orbit had decayed since its last transmission on 1st Jan 1962, having spent 312 orbits in 22 days, signaling HI in Morse code for radio amateurs around the world to receive from space until its non-rechargeable battery failed. It was achieved by San Francisco Bay Radio hams, most having experience working at electronic companies, who arranged for their 10-pound hand-built transmitter to be placed in orbit just above the Earth's atmosphere, carried piggyback on a rocket launched to deploy a military satellite on 12 December 1961. That day marked the 60th anniversary of Marconi's first transatlantic radio transmission. It was also little more than 4 years since Russia launched the Sputnik satellite on 31st Jan 1957. Now we will talk about first primate in space. In 1961, the US launched a 4-year-old male chimpanzee named Ham on a Mercury Redstone 2 rocket into suborbital flight to test the capabilities of the Mercury capsule. During his 16.5-minute suborbital flight, Ham experienced about 7 minutes of weightlessness, reached an altitude of 100 miles and a speed of 13,000 miles per hour. He was wired to medical sensors to monitor his vital signs. During flight, Ham performed some simple tasks such as pulling levers when a light came on for a reward of banana pellets. Ham was recovered safely 1,425 miles downrange. This was a test flight before risking the lives of human beings. Now, after Ham's successful flight, NASA was ready to launch the first Mercury astronaut, Alan Shepard, into suborbital flight 3 months later. Now we will talk about Steamship, Great Eastern. In 1858, the Great Eastern Steamship was launched sideways on iron rails into the River Thames. Use of numerous hydraulic rams had been necessary to complete the launch, which had stalled 3 months before after traveling only 3 feet down the rails. This was a massive 22,500 ton steamship, and its record length of 700 feet was held for 4 decades. However, it was undercapitalized and not completely fitted out. Its voyages suffered some major accidents, requiring repairs and more financial difficulties. So it was never really successful as a passenger ship and was sold at auction. It was then used to lay transatlantic telegraph cables. By 1887, it was sold for scrap. Now we will talk about first American satellite. In 1958, the United States entered the space age by launching the first successful orbiting satellite, Explorer 1, 4 months after the Soviet launch of Sputnik on 4 October 1957. Explorer 1 measured cosmic radiation and led to the discovery of the Van Allen radiation belt. Its instrumentation included temperature sensors, a micrometeorite impact microphone, and a ring of micrometeorite erosion gauges. Data from these instruments were written by a 60 milliwatt transmitter operating on 108.03 MHz and a 10 milliwatt transmitter operating on 108 MHz. Explorer 1 was 80-inch long, 6-inch diameter, weighted 31 pound with 18 pound of payload, and was delivered into orbit using a Jupiter C rocket. The orbit had a period of 114.9 minutes.
If you like our content, please like and share our videos and also subscribe our channel It Speaks. Thank you.